and welcome back to the next edition of More Words, building up your vocabulary. So I started talking about very, the laziest word in English, and I covered about 10 words in my last session. So I'm going to do another 10 words today. So here we go. So I stopped with J, so the next alphabet I start with K. So we have very kind. We say it so often that somebody is very kind of you. So instead of using the word very kind, we replace it with something like you're a very compassionate person, a generous person, or he or she is a very benevolent person. Especially now when we talk about a lot of contributions that have been made for people during the COVID-19 crisis, we can refer to people like Azim Premji or Ratan Tata as benevolent people and generous people. Very loud. Now this could refer to anything. It could refer to sound, it could refer to music, it could refer to a person. There are a lot of people who speak loudly and you could call them very loud. So instead of saying very loud, you could say he's a vociferous person. So the sound is, it's like that. So he argued against it very loudly. Instead of saying that, we say he argued against it vociferously. The music was resounding. So that is actually a decibel above loud. Very mad. Now here I am talking about not the crazy mad, but I am talking about angry. We'd already seen words for very angry. So similarly, for very mad, we can say irked or annoyed. He was annoyed with me. And another good word to use is exasperated. I'm exasperated with the way things are going. Very nice. How's your day? Very nice. How do you feel? Very nice. How's the food? Very nice. So instead of using the words very nice, why don't we just say it's a pleasant day. He has a pleasing personality. The food was enjoyable. The movie was enjoyable and delightful. He or she is a delightful person. Very often. This is something again that is used pretty much on a regular basis, and instead of saying very often, again I just use the word regularly. So I could have said we use the word very often, but instead I said we use it regularly. So again and again is another couple of words you can use to replace very often, usually and regularly. Very pushy. Now this is again for a person or people who insist on getting something done. So the person has a pushy personality. We can say he's arrogant, or maybe he has an aggressive personality. In a negative sense of the word, we can also say he's a very forceful person. But when we want to use the word pushy in a more positive connotation, we say she's a driven person. She achieves what she wants because she is driven. Very quiet. It could be the surroundings, it could be about a person. Whenever we use the word very quiet, we could replace it with placid. I'm sure a lot of you people have heard of the movie Lake Placid. So placid actually is something that is calm. So calm is also a word that can replace very quiet. Serene. The surroundings were serene. Very rough. Again, a word that can be used for a surface. It could be used for life. It could be used to describe the nature of a person. So depending on what we are using it, we replace very rough with an uneven surface. The road could be uneven. Life also could be bumpy and uneven because of the unpredictability. We could say a person is violent, maybe brutal, or maybe even a rowdy. Basically says their behavior is rough. Very smart. Again, often used, and we talk about people most of the time. Sometimes we even refer to maybe a pet, a dog that is smart. So we could say a very alert person, very receptive and perceptive. He or she understands very easily and picks up stuff very easily. One really good word for this is brilliant. So instead of saying very smart, we just say brilliant. Last but not the least, very tired. Again, somebody asks you how you're feeling, how was your day, and you say, oh my god, I'm very tired. Instead of saying very tired, use the word exhausted. I think that says it all. When you say your tone, remember when we spoke about your the vocables and your tone and your body language, all you have to say is, I'm exhausted, or I'm fatigued, overworked. So there are a lot of ways of saying this. We have very few alphabets left after this, but nevertheless, in our next session, we cover the rest. Have a great day and keep watching.